Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Broncos going up against the Titans.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Alex Okafor in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, that'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And he's going to go out of bounds here back behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Mariota on first down. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Mariota uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So the Broncos coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So the offense has it first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
No. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jayon Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And ready for 3rd and 6. To throw Mariota. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Set. Blue 18. Forward out. Forward out. Flag it up. Flag it up.
Mariota gives to Henry. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right near midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Mariota now from the 50. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
All right, now look at Detroit! Detroit!
Hey, switch gears.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McKenzie. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
No. Here we go now.
Now back to throw. A dump off to Anderson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. In motion left is Sharp. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep over, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll drop to throw. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are in for 6. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brendan Langley picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
No. Check. Patriot. Watching that, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. And the 49ers have scored to swing back in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. Mariota eluding the pressure right. Uncorks one for Davis. And this one is incomplete. So we come upon halftime with a visit. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. A little juke. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. In motion left is Sharp. Second half begins with a run by Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check. Fresno. Undercut.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Check, Patriots.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Alex Okafor getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Twisting away. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
In motion left is Sharp. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And the Rams now have swung back in front in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They're going to look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a real confident throw, but I think we can understand why with the way this game has gone. He's been harassed, moved out of the pocket, sacked a bunch of times. Makes it tough to get set and throw.
Yeah, pressure's been relentless. It was relentless there. A dangerous throw downfield. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Mariota to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on first down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. The play clock's running down. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In motion left is Sharp. The first down carry here for Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Play clock winding down. Throwing is Mariota. Screen play, Johnson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Looking to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up.
He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll look to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. It's picked up by the Titans, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Throwing here, Mariota. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Again to Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mariota. Underneath for Johnson. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So after all of this, it comes down to 1 final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
All right, now, look at 56. Let it go now.
1 final shot. They'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Tennessee, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.